Okay, there we go. For the proposal, then, I have 7 different proposals. The first one does not deal really at all with the energy system. It's all systems in general. So I just think we need to make a folder. So maybe starting a whole code of document, just a folder of the systems, yes, of the systems, so that we can then broaden our archive. So I just found a lot of case studies, a lot of scientific stuff that I could not put in the videos because it would just be way too long. But at the same time, I want to capture for our literacy project so that we can articulate well these concepts. So I think a folder and then having sections in a folder that are titled based upon whatever, just random findings, would be great. Proposal number 2, energy system regulation. So to me, thinking through stress and recovery, it makes me think that the energy system is some form of regulation system where it regulates all other systems. It looks at the spiritual system, it looks at the relationship system, the productivity system, and health system, and it regulates them in that it intentionally stretches the system, and then it also recovers it and intentionally pulls back on a covering, which perhaps is done through rituals. I'm not exactly sure even how I feel about that concept. I think the concept's good, but it's just so different than the other systems and how we run other systems. Then again, other systems may need to change. Which brings me to this next part, number 3, having our templates for this system be more of a select list concept. In other words, giving 20 different practices, 20 different actions that can be done, and then people go in and select it and just incrementally build up the system. So, for example, Jacob and I were talking about this at some point. Just even the disc that we're doing to build skills, we are doing research, we're going out and doing all that different stuff, and then we're saying, here's the 20 best Lego blocks that would help me to build this skill. Let me choose 10% of that or 20% of that, those 20 templates. So give me 5 templates and boom. And then you can just keep the other 15 templates to be implemented as templates have become habits. So there's just different ways to think through possibly changing up how we do things in this system, but perhaps all systems. Number 4, cultivate relationships in relationship systems. So just that's a relationship system thing that I found here is just that an intentional stretch for relationships, or no, even recovery in the relation. If we're emotional recovery is predicated on good relationships. So we need to think through kind of what Jacob was talking about that one day. How are we cultivating relationships in these systems? Number 5, challenge template. So this goes back to really the concept of the energy system regulation. Just I want to think through, do we need to have our templates breed more challenge? Number 6, assessment per system. So do we need to start our systems with assessments? Questionnaires, assessments to see where you are. Then that could even flow with the DISC concept of if you're at the lowest level, you need these 5. If you're at the second level, you can choose from these 8, you know what I mean, et cetera, et cetera. Last one, PV template. Do we need to bring back the PV template for this system? That's it. Thanks for watching this video.